Onyoma, ezugo Gbuzuo bụ onyoma. Ebube Chukwu zi Fadima. Ndị lo na-emenụ na nkịtị o. Ebube Chukwu zi Fadima. Ndị lo na-emenụ na nkịtị o. Onyoma, ezugo Gbuzuo bụ onyoma. Onyoma, ezugo Gbuzuo bụ onyoma. Ebube Chukwu zi Fadima. Ndị lo na-emenụ na nkịtị o. Ebube Chukwu zi Fadima. Ndị lo na-emenụ na nkịtị o. Say it loud, say it clear. The kingdom is in safe hands. The demons are ganging up for nothing. Because I'm the
Let it clear that I do not wish to see you ever again.
Come on, Dad. We live in the same house. You can't avoid me.
Well, get your miserable self out of this house. Get out! And don't you ever call me Dad again.
Listen, Dad, I understand how you...
I do not want to repeat myself. Get out of my house. I hate you. I hate your mother. I hate everything about you. Get out of my house, bloody civilian. Get out.
It's all good, but trust me, I love you, son. And as long as I live, you are my one and only guy. It's not a beautiful mountain.
Your Highness, you've always loved them. They've always been your children.
Looking at them reminds me of how I was fooled by their wayward mother.
The very same woman you've always praised. Well, she's not here to defend herself. No one knows what happened. And remember, it is equally an abomination to speak ill of the dead.
Don't tell me about abominations, man. For you know nothing about that subject. You're not competent enough to speak on all that all-important subject. I want those bastards out of my house and out of my life. I want to plan my life afresh.
And where do you want them
I want to make my own family.
And where do you want them to go? You are everything that they have. Remember, those children are victims, just the way you are. And I won't sit here and watch you frustrate them. I won't let you.
How could Mom do this to us? How could she?
She must have had her reasons.
What sort of stupid reasons? She was just irresponsible.
Hey! Respect the dead. She's not here to speak for herself.
Princess Oledo, because you're no longer a princess. You don't get it. We are messed up.
I don't see how. I mean, we'll simply approach him and...
He doesn't want to see us. He doesn't want to listen to me. He doesn't even want... Mere sight of me irritates Dad as we speak.
Okay. Quit calling him Dad. At least for now. You can address him with the titles his people refer to him as. The King, His Majesty. At least for now, seeing that Dad is no longer befitting.
Now tell me, do you have an idea of what would happen when the people of Oboduku finally come to realize that we are not his biological children? Do you?
I understand your worries. But Claire has assured me that everything is under control.
Claire? I know Claire is a control freak. Well, tell me, can she make us his biological children? Can you just stop smiling already? Your teeth is one thing I don't wish to see now. Stop!
Anna, just calm down and follow my lead. Let's do this. Huh?
I don't want any of these right now.
Daddy, don't say that. We're as broken as you are, you know.
Obviously, Dad, you can see. We are down as you are.
Don't mock me any longer by calling me father. Because I am not.
Come on,
Don't!
Come on, Daddy.
Did you hear?
I thought you talked of this already. You cannot continue treating these innocent children this way.
Like I said, I don't want any of this right now. The main criteria that qualifies a man to be voted in as king is that the man must have at least one child. I was deemed qualified because I had this one. I even named him Hannah. Oh, this is too hard for me.
Come on, Alvarez. Where is the officer in you? These children were the reason why you were voted as king. They are your children. They are here. They have nowhere else to go.
Have you bothered to ask yourself what will happen if this scandal breaks in the kingdom?
How is it going to break? I trust Dr. Austin. And I know that you trust him more than I do. Dr. Austin cannot allow a test that was conducted in his hospital to break out as public news.
Do you know what? I want to be left alone right now.
Come on, Dad. Do you know how it feels for us to be fatherless in our own father's house?
You will not remember your name if I take another step towards you. Will you leave my presence? Leave now.
Did I say anything wrong?
Kevin.
Leave.
They have been the only children you've ever had. No other anywhere else.
What is the meaning of that?
Why do you sound this way?
You not answer question with questions.
I do not understand why you are suddenly treating me like a stranger. This is our fault, both of us.
I never knew you're this foolish. How could you get yourself pregnant? Are you that loose?
Come on, Alvarezama. It is I, Esther. Have you forgotten? This is not what you promised me.
Listen, I can't remember promising to be with any stupid and useless woman who could not hold herself. Listen, I won't be part of this.
I am carrying your baby, so you cannot separate yourself from me.
You're challenging an officer. Listen and listen very good. If you're not getting rid of this thing you're carrying and come and enjoy life with me, then you get lost. The choice is yours.
Actually, there is. Oh, there should be. Yes. I took advantage of my position and ensured that she never came close to the barracks ever again.
You mean you got a woman pregnant in the past?
She told me so.
And you believed her? What proof does she have?
Were you even listening to me at all? I said I ensured that she stayed away from the barracks never to show face there ever again.
Of what relevance is that to what we're discussing right now? For all I care, that pregnancy could have been for any other man.
She was not a wayward person. If she said the baby was mine, then it was.
And what do you mean by that?
With her lies the only chance I have of being a father. I will do all it takes to see that happen.
That is not my problem.
What if he finds this woman eventually?
It is still not my problem. I'm searching for my own route.
I understand how you've been feeling lately.
No, you do not understand how I feel. You have something to show for it. Money. Oh yes, money. And look at me. I am fatherless and hopeless at the same time.
Now we can work this out. Together we can. But I'm not feeling good the way he's searching for this woman. I'm not feeling good.
Don't add salt to my injury. I have a lot going on here. Excuse me. Please. I know you were very, very close to Mom before she died. And that's why I'm here.
Not as close as Claire was to her. She should have better answers to every question concerning Christine.
Unfortunately, she does not.
That means she's unwilling to talk to you about it.
Please, Ma. I beg you with whatever you believe in. I need you to tell me the truth. Who is my biological father? And why did Mom do this to me?
And unfortunately, I cannot answer that question. It is beyond me.
Why am I finding it difficult to believe you? My spirit keeps telling me you have something to say.
I am certain you will know what you're supposed to know at the right time.
It freaks me out. My lady, I need your help.
I knew he would get worried about not having a son.
What? Does that mean he knew he is not our biological father?
There are lots of secrets that are buried under the very foundation of the sisterhood. We call them deep secrets.
My lady, what if he finds this woman and she happens to have a child for him? You know we did not envisage him having a child that will contest the will with us.
Fear not, Claire. For the king and all that he has belong to me. Time. Only time will prove it.
You shouldn't bother yourself about anything.
Really? I don't think so. See this? This has to do with me and my identity, so do not even tell me that. Have you always known that the king was not our biological father? I have served the sisterhood faithfully. I have served with all my might, and so I deserve to know everything. At least those things that concern me.
Madam Powell.
Why did you keep this away from me?
Madam Powell told you that there are secrets hidden within the sisterhood, and it must remain deep secrets.
And as member of this sisterhood, as someone who has given everything she's got to this sisterhood, doesn't that give me the right to these deep secrets?
Don't get yourself worked up, princess. Okay?
Why do you keep calling me princess, by the way? I mean, am I still a princess? Am I still a princess when the king who made me princess has disowned me?
Once a princess is always a princess. Come on. It's okay. It's okay, man.
You have been in this service all your life, Kofi. What are you saying?
Your Majesty, I have no problem investigating on the whereabouts of a woman. But you know nothing about this woman, only but her name.
That's too much information for a professional like you to work on. If I had more information than that, then I wouldn't need your services.
I guess you're right, sir.
Listen, all I want is her whereabouts. Get me information on that as soon as possible.
Be rest assured that I will work very hard on this, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.
Dismissed.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I'll get back to you.
Deep sea, very deep, very deep.
Ladies, I'm on my way. See you guys soon.
All right.
Deep sea, very deep secrets. Ifemilemi, kenechunde madula. Deep secrets, very deep secrets. Ifemilemi, kenechunde madula. Ifemilemi.
He invited Kofi of all people.
What? If this has to do with the young woman he said had a child for him when he was a young officer, then I'm going to ask you if you're thinking that he will go looking for her. Is that what you're thinking?
He told me that specifically. And for him to invite Kofi, honestly, simply shows that he's determined to do that.
Well, I don't see how that's a problem to us. I don't see it.
I feel worthless. I feel hopeless in that house. Have you experienced something like this before?
Not really. I've not. But I can tell how you feel.
My twin sister is involved in this. But she's not worried. Because she is a woman. Someday she will get married and leave. But I'm a man. I need to know my roots.
And somehow, I knew that a day like this would come. Yes. Let me tell you. I need you to come closer to me if you wish to gain more knowledge.
Sorry?
Yes.
I should come closer to you.
Yes.
Meaning, I don't understand. What do you mean?
My problem is what will become of us if he comes back with her. Never see a son.
Come on, Claire. You sound naive right now.
I sound naive. Or you being naive, failing to understand what will happen to us if he finds her? Do you understand that he will will everything we want to his son?
Okay. Let's take a moment and explore other possibilities. How do you know that the woman in question is still alive? That's one. Two, How are we to believe that there is a woman at all?
You're right. But it doesn't still help us in any way.
Okay.
He doesn't pay attention to anything else. Since that fateful day that he mentioned that. He doesn't.
Okay. Shouldn't we go to Madame Paul with this new development?
Please. Madame Paul warned me never to come to her with such issues. All that woman wants to hear is that the king has signed the will.
I don't understand why I should be the one you come to for this. Your brother was here too, and I could not tell him what he wished to hear.
Leave Anna out of this. He knows nothing about the sisterhood. I am here as a sister. Tell me what I need to know.
Where is Claire? She should be the right person to tell you everything because she took over from your mother.
Well, she insists that my paternity and all that concerns it are deep secrets of the sisterhood. Since when did we start keeping secrets from each other?
Deep secrets, if me nkene chunde madola.
Nations and the sisterhood is different. Some sisters are required to live within so-called benefactor, just like what Claire is doing right now. But the rule states that the sister will never get pregnant by the benefactor. Though they can get married, but she will never bear his child.
Who makes that kind of rule? And how is that possible?
How but achievable? The reason is that the sisterhood will not want to compete over the wealth of the benefactor.
Wait a minute. This means that the sisterhood is all about hijacking people's wealth.
That is the truth. In the case of your mother, when she married General Alvarezama, as he was pestering her for a child, she had to get pregnant by another man in order to calm him down.
Wait a minute. So this is all a plan? Everyone knows?
Everyone knows, except the king. But along the line, the mother made a terrible mistake by getting pregnant by the same general. And that was the beginning of her. Do I stand a chance now?
We lost her, but the show must go on.
My lady, I understand that Albaleza man is quite free now, due to Christine's death.
What?
That night we were initiated into the sisterhood of the deep.
What point are you trying to make, Dr. Lee? And what has this got to do with my quest?
Madam Claire has always been very greedy over part of money. And that's why she has led you on all this while. You may think you both are a team. No, she's only out for her own personal gains.
How? She has never in any way suggested that her actions.
Draconian Beach. Now tell me, how many landed properties, cars, and money do you have? And how many does Claire have? And you're totally dependent on her. Have you asked yourself, If you don't do anything about it now, that is how it will always be. No, Dr. Lee. You are getting me upset and confused. Lady, now you know that you don't belong with Gbuzuo. Have you asked yourself what will become of you when this whole mission is ended? You'll just end up like Selena, just a few messenger. While Claire enjoys all her beauty, her loot to herself.
Kofi, I've heard all you already said, but I need you to try harder. And that time is what I do not have, Kofi. Do I need to tell you the purpose for this investigation before you get it done? Do I?
I will get back to you as soon as I can, sir.
Listen, Kofi, you have all my numbers. Call me at any time. I need good news. Eh? Good news. Is anything the matter? Why are you looking at me that way?
I've been watching you for days. Is everything alright?
There's nothing you can worry about.
We all know what coffee does. I feel left out, darling.
Why are you sounding that way, Claire? I already told you about Kofi. I hired him to look for her for me.
The same woman?
Yes, Esther.
Are you planning to bring another woman into the South?
Oh, come on, Claire. You of all people should be supportive of me down. Come on. Well, this is another chance for me to get my own child.
You hired Kofi to dress a woman you abandoned several years ago just because you heard that she was pregnant for you. Oh, come on. This sounds ridiculous to me.
Yes, I know. It is ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous. But this is the only thing that my heart can conceive at this moment of confusion.
Well, at least he has not started thinking of making a child with me. Fair enough, for it will never happen.
Deep sea.
Good job, Kofi. Good job.
The king wasn't expecting something different from me, was he?
No, certainly not. But thank you all the same.
It's my pleasure, sir. The woman lives in that address, and I confirm she is a responsible, well-made woman.
You don't know how happy you have made me today.
Oh, it's my pleasure, sir.
Just expect a compensatory credit alert as soon as I confirm that she's the one.
Alright, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Alright.
Have a nice day, sir.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you. I can't believe I'm finally here with you.
I'm glad to have you, sir. Welcome.
Honestly, you are one of my most cherished preachers on television. I do not always fail to listen to your Dying with the Lord program on Showcase channel. Very refreshing to listen to you.
Well, I'm delighted to hear this, sir.
Oh.
Thank you. God bless you.
You're welcome.
You're here to see Ma Esther, I guess?
Yes.
I hope everything's alright.
Oh, there's no problem at all. Does she actually live here?
Yes. Ma Esther Stephen lives here. But it depends on if we're talking about the same person.
Well, I guess.
It's okay. Sit down.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Be right back.
Deep secrets, very deep secrets.
Arubalezama. Where did you come from? And what are you doing here? Is it the same person that is looking for me?
Yes. Well, since both of you know each other, let me excuse myself.
Thank you, Reverend.
You're welcome.
Thanks for letting me in.
You're welcome.
Arubalezama.
There is no difference between him and the army officer I've been seeing in those visions. Lord, what are you trying to teach me? Or am I imagining things? What is this all about? Who is this man? You showed him to me in the vision. Now he's here looking for my mother. God help me. God help me. God help me.
Esther, I am glad to see you again.
It's good to see you after all these years, Arubalezama. Life has been good with you. So, what's this with your dressing? What are you now, a king?
Oh. Esther, I did not come looking for you just to show you how good life has been with me. I know I treated you badly. Please, find a place in your
Thrilled that you're coming all the way just to tell me this after all these years. It's okay.
Esther, I am no longer that mean army officer you used to know. I am not perfect, I know, but I am a changed man now. By divine providence, I now rule over my people of Gbuzuo kingdom as king, and that has changed me a lot. Listening to Reverend Okuchukwu's television broadcast contributed immensely into changing me to the man that I am now. Esther, honestly, I am still marveled to see you here.
Well, I thank God for your life. There is nothing like salvation. Absolutely nothing. And I forgave you a long time ago. Yes, I've always prayed for you. So if that's why you came, just forget about it. We are friends now. Yes. We are united in the revealed truth of the word and in communion with God. Okay?
Esther, I came to you to make things right again, if given the opportunity. Please don't dismiss me anymore.
You just said that. It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable, I know. It was hard for me to believe too the first time. That same man of God that I hold in high esteem, that same man of God that is preaching God to me, that same man that I have always donated secretly to his ministry, is my son. Indeed, blood is thicker than water.
Oh, stop talking like a bloody civilian. That boy cannot be your son. That Okuchukwu of a boy can never be your son.
I know. I know that nobody would ever believe that I, Arubalezama, the Gbuzuo of Gbuzuo kingdom, would ever father such a powerful and spirit-filled child like Reverend Okuchukwu. But be that as it may, whatever people think does not matter anymore. For Reverend Okuchukwu is indeed my son.
Whoa! How did I not see this coming? He is not supposed to be involved with this boy, not in this way. We don't want to face him again. We cannot even face him.
My lady, how does this affect us?
Did you just ask that? This man is supposed to give us all he has. And that was why we prevented him from having a son, a real son. Now, he not only does, but the said son is the same enemy that has been trying to destroy us over the years. Can you not see how bad this is getting?
So, my lady, what do we do?
It is simple. The king must not be reconciled with that boy. It will destroy our mission. That boy is too powerful. I cannot even face him. Claire.
Yes, my lady.
We must focus on the things you can control. And that is the king. You must put a stronger hold on him and get him to do all that we need him to do, and then let him go. We have but a little time, Claire. This is the time to strike. This is the time to strike!
Yes, my lady.
We are not just Christians. We are practicing Christians. The Bible said in Colossians chapter 3 verse 13 that we should bear with one another. If anyone has grievance against someone, forgiveness is one of our core values.
Son, I have forgiven him. Even before he came here, I told you about him, and you know I had nothing against him.
You told me about my father leaving you with pregnancy, but you never told me that he's an army officer or a king.
That was because that information was not important at that time. Moreover, he became a king after he left the army.
Does that not explain the constant disturbing visions I've been having about an army officer, cum king? And precisely, he's the same as the one I see in those visions. Yes. Reason I did not hesitate to bring him in when he came. And now this same man turns out to be my father.
Son, we've been fine without this man. We don't need anything from him. And we don't need him for anything.
That is what we may say as humans. But the good Lord knows why he came looking for us after all these years. And we must hearken to his voice.
Are you out of your mind? How can you suggest a thing like this?
Well, it seems like the only solution right now. How else do you plan on stopping the king from bringing in the reverend?
How does telling Ahana everything about the sisterhood going to help us? He doesn't have to know. He can't do anything.
Trust me on this, Claire. Have I ever failed?
Honestly, I don't know your plans. How will Madame Paul do this?
Madame Paul has told you to do whatever it takes, whatever in your power you can do to make sure you accomplish the mission. She doesn't care how you do it. She cares that you get it done. And so, let us do this.
I have tried talking to Ahana once. Honestly, I just can't trust him.
Hannah is a fool. And he can't help us in any way.
Well, the Ahana you used to know is not the Ahana that is existing right now. You know, ever since he learned that he has no place with the king and he has no place in Oboduku kingdom, Ahana has become desperate. And so he would do anything. He would do whatever to secure something or secure a place for himself.
Princess, that's what you think. Ahana is up against forces that are higher than him. Honestly speaking, there's nothing he can do. Trust me when I say so.
I know you might not believe it, but it's true.
You're not making sense to me. What's sisterhood?
Sisterhood means everything. They own the orphanage.
No. The orphanage was owned by Mom. We grew up to meet it like that, and Dad confirmed it.
Your mother managed it, just like Princess Oledo and I are. The orphanage is being owned by a mystic lady called Lady Power.
It's true, Hannah.
So why have you decided to get me involved all of a sudden?
Because you might lose everything if your father reconciles with his son.
Excuse me? What do you mean by we? Speak for yourself.
Now the king could not sponsor the company of your dreams when he believed you were his only son. What makes you think it will happen now that he's barely accommodating you in his house?
I don't even know what to say to you. You, Oledo, a cultist. Now this whole thing is beginning to make sense to me. No wonder you keep sneaking around with her every now and then.
And this is our chance. Our chance to get what we deserve. You should work with us.
Save your energy, because you can't convince me. You two should leave my room. I said leave my room. You just confirmed to me that you're a member of the sisterhood. So what are you talking about?
All I'm talking about is getting the desired reward. True, I belong to the sisterhood of the diversity, but I don't get the desired reward of all my efforts. Neither is anyone. And all gets everything.
I can't believe I'm involved in all this. Oledo, why did you drag me down here?
See this? This is about us not being left out. Claire and Madame Power have secret plans of hijacking everything and leaving us with nothing. We don't want that to happen now, do we?
The last time I checked, you and Claire asked me to work for you. What is happening?
You have been officially introduced to the sisterhood, and your mission made known. But your loyalty remains with us, with Dr. Lin and myself.
Madame Paul will assist us in everything. And when the king finally signs the will, it shall be for us. You, Oledo, and I.
Anna, don't be a fool forever. Say something.
I'm processing all I've heard. Don't expect me to talk without calculation.
Men Men are claiming power.
Fair enough.
Men are claiming authority. But in secret, it's women that rule the world. The word of power. The word of power. The ocean beneath, from where power rules the world.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got an invitation from Reverend Okuchukwu and his mother.
What?
Well, they invited me for a chat and I think I see light. Wish me luck.
I wouldn't be in a hurry to kiss you goodbye because we still have quite a lot to resolve. How could you dress to attend such an important invitation without even mentioning that to me?
Excuse me?
You heard me.
First, you must remember that I am a general. Once a general, always a general. Now, I am Gbuzuo, paramount ruler of the kingdom. I was never, and will never be that type of man that will seek approval from anyone, let alone a woman, before doing what he has decided to do. Just keep that in mind.
The word of power, the word of power, the ocean beneath, from where power rules the world. Deep secrets.
I told you already. He has gone to see that boy and his mother. And to make it worse, he refused to use a driver. He's driving himself.
What? And you let him? Why?
Listen, Saturdays are like Christmas for me. I don't know why this is coming up today.
Anna, can you stop thinking about yourself for once? This is serious.
Am I not serious enough?
Oh, Jesus. Can you not be a fool for 1 second? I mean, can you try to be sensitive to the situation at hand?
I'm trying, but the point is, you both are confusing me.
And I know you're trying to understand this whole thing. But this is crystal clear, even to the blind. We don't have time. Time is not on our side. We need to do everything possible to stop him.
Alright.
We need to stop him.
And you watched this man live here, and you did nothing. Now you want us to develop wings and fly after him, right? It doesn't work that way.
Anna.
I have a plan.
I have a problem. I have a very big problem. You know what?
Onyoma, 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 ezugo Gbuzuo bụ onyoma. Onyoma, 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 ezugo Gbuzuo bụ onyoma. Ebube Chukwu zi fadị mma. Ndị nọ na-eme n'ụlọ nkịtị yo. Ebube Chukwu zi fadị mma. Ndị nọ na-eme n'ụlọ nkịtị yo.
What's with that look? Is he going to be alright? Come in.
Do you have any explanation why this man is not looking good?
Grow. Try and grow up.
Where shall we go? What shall we say? What shall we do? The hidden truth is here.
I hate to be involved in this foolishness. Who came up with such a plan? I already told you it was our only option. Playing with his life? Why bring in Madame Poyle? We know how deadly she can be when she's annoyed. Listen, the only thing I want you to assure me of right now is that you'll be fine. Because right now you don't sound like it. I hope he survives it. But next time, find a way of controlling his money.
A prince has become nobody. A princess has become nobody. Some truths are better not said. Some truths are better not said. A prince has become nobody. A princess has become nobody. Some truths are better not said. The hidden truth is here. Everything has crumbled. What shall we do? What shall
How long will I put up with this?
Patience.
Patience. I'm trying so hard. But it has been like this for days now.
We need help. If he must not come in contact with Ofuchukwu while we carry out our plans, then we need help.
If he must not, we can't allow him to see Ofuchukwu. Ofuchukwu is not someone you and I are ready to deal with right now. Don't you think so?
Now that he's unconscious, let us come up with a better plan. And fast too.
Who knows? He might have changed his mind. That's good for us anyway.
Come on, mother. If you've forgiven him, you should not say that.
So what do you want me to say? I mean, this man has the opportunity to make things right and he fails to show up. What's my business in that?
That man, the man I saw, looked troubled.
Oh, yes. Obviously. I mean, since he has all the wealth and no son to take over from him as a king, shouldn't he be troubled? Eh?
Well, mother, I'm not talking about the worries of this life. He is in a spiritual bondage and he needs God's intervention.
Spiritual bondage?
Yes.
So you keep saying this. Why do you feel that way?
I don't just feel that way. I know he's in bondage. And as family, we need to keep praying for him.
Son, don't go there. Don't. Listen, that man may be everything, but obviously not family. He is not family.
Is he doing all right?
What's important to me is to get him where we want him to be.
Well, I forgot to tell you that the Prime Minister has been coming to check up on the King since he got admitted. They are worried.
Those ones will equally deal with them, but not now. They are out here to suck the King.
And Paul was right. We have a lot of obstacles. And so we need to act fast. Very fast.
I know. Oledo, you have to fix your eyes on the King while I do what I'm supposed to do. As of the Prime Minister and those men, we have to look for a way to push them far away. Far away.
And how do you intend to do that? The man is their king.
Onyoma, 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 ezugo Gbuzuo bu onyoma.
I'm sorry about that. That's why I killed myself.
Listen, woman. The man we are talking about is not just any man. We are talking about the king of Obodoku kingdom. How can you suggest that he's going to stay away from his people?
And who said I'm keeping him away? It's just a medical advice.
A medical advice? That will ask a king to stay away from his people? Who is the medical doctor that can give that kind of medical counsel?
The medical doctor that understands what the king needs.
Who?
And you must respect that.
Wait a minute. You actually came into my office to ask me to stay away from our king?
For now, please. He doesn't need all the worries that you and your people always come to meet him with. I will personally inform you when he is ready to resume his duties as the king. If you can please excuse me.
I had always known that this would be something. Now I confirm it.
Dad, are you okay? Dad. I came out and saw him acting funny. He was saluting me. All of a sudden he slumped. I have been trying to revive him, but to no avail.
What do we call this? I mean, he's fully recovered from the deadly cough. What is this? Dad.
It
worked.
What worked? What are you talking about? What do you mean by it worked? What was the meaning of what she said? What worked?
It looks so simple. It looks so ordinary. A secret court from where women rule the world. It is deep, deeper than the eyes of men.
I don't understand why you have to drug him. Do you finally want to turn him into an imbecile?
I don't believe this. I mean, this is not happening, Claire. Is this the better plan? The better idea you said you have? Drugging him? How is that supposed to help?
He wouldn't stop talking about Reverend Okuchu when he regained consciousness.
Even at that, drugging him wasn't a better option. Now tell me, how is he supposed to write the will in that state? How?
I was confused.
Honestly speaking, confusion is my middle name right now. How did I even get myself involved in this?
Even in a confused state, drugging him is a terrible, terrible idea.
Even an idiot wouldn't do this. Even an idiot wouldn't do this. Listen, I'm out of this place. Once you guys come up with something better, call me back.
It is deep, deeper than the eyes of men. They call it the deep secrets.
Am I the only one that does not
refer to Gbuzuo as incompetent king?
How? How?
He is actually a competent king. It's just that something is wrong somewhere. He is being manipulated by a strange woman. We all know that. And what we have to do is to rise as the men in council and seek to help and protect our king.
Protect a king that is being manipulated by a strange woman. And how can a strange woman manipulate a king and he is still allowed to be king?
Deep secrets, very deep secrets. Ife mileme nkene chunde madula. Men are claiming power, men are claiming authority, but in secret, it's women that rule the world. The word of power, the word of power, the ocean beneath, from where power rules the world.
He has been like that for days now.
He was smoking here, almost damaged all his vital organs. He was fully recuperated before he died from his life. So what happened? Was it stress?
Why don't you tell her the truth? Tell her what you did and save our precious time.
He was given some tranquilizers.
Tranquilizers? What do you mean by that? You guys don't mean this man alone. So be specific.
I gave him some 17 pills.
Get why? Get why?
I'm sorry.
So angry right now. Why?
So sorry, I had to do this. It was about going back to Okuchu.
Oh! Don't depend on your action by that, but whatever you said now. Don't give him whatever you are giving him. It's really useless for everybody. I will send you SMS restriction on the drugs you use now.
So when are you sending it? Now or when you guys?
Our prince has become nobody. Our princess has become nobody. Some truths are better not said. The hidden truth is here. Everything.
Have we met? So it's you. The woman in my dream. So that dream was a vision of what would be. Anyways, it's all good. Nice to meet you in person.
Did I put you in that house to eat, ride choice cars, and bring me excuses?
Really? It seems you are not listening to me.
No, maybe you were not precise enough. As a member of this sisterhood, I have the right to express how I feel. Good. This is a sign of go ahead. The report is this. The king has refused to discuss anything concerning the will because he is mentally unstable.
What do you mean by that?
I think it's the pills. Immediately he took the pills Lynn prescribed for him. He became normal. Then I stopped and started giving him mine again.
Then stop giving him whatever it is you're giving to him. Do you need to be told?
My lady is complicated. The moment he stops taking those pills, he starts talking about going to sleep with you.
That boy. I never thought that I would have to deal with him again. Not in this way.
Listen, sister, let's call a spade a spade. No matter how we try to confuse or discourage or distract the king from Okuchukwu, he is desperately in need of a male child, a son. That's his priority number one.
A son. That is exactly what we shall give to him.
My lady, how is that possible?
I am Powell. I make everything possible. I do everything to accomplish my mission. If the only solution to this problem is giving the general a son, then a son he shall be given. But there is an obstacle coming our way.
I came all the way to see you because I know there is something you can do. I need her out of the way. That woman cannot stand on our way. The general we voted king is the one we need. This woman that came from only God knows where.
So you will know that we have a lot of forces working against us. Like I said before, if giving the general a son is the solution to this, then we shall give him a son. Such
Pearl did not call my name.
She said, give it to the son.
I can't remember changing my name from Ahanna to Son.
You know, this is to our advantage. And that's why I told Claire to let me handle this.
Listen, Princess Oledo, I can't do this. Try someone else.
Anna, can you for once cooperate?
Oh, I've not been cooperating.
No?
Alright. Alright then, let me go and tell the king about the sisterhood and the orphanage.
What's wrong with you?
That simply means I've been cooperating. Say that.
Anna, please, please, please. Can you please just take it? Can you do this? Please?
You don't get it. The mere sight of me irritates that man. So how am I supposed to pull this through?
This will make you pull through. So this magical facial cream from Madame Paul is no ordinary cream. You really should stop underestimating that woman, you know.
I have not used any cream for some years now. So how am I supposed to believe this?
Take it. This will work. And it will not take eternity. It won't even last forever. Use it. The moment he accepts you as his son, make him break the will, and we're done. I bet even you will enjoy this.
It's just annoyingly beautiful.
Oh. Thank you.
We are one. We serve the same master. We are not supposed to fight each other.
Great woman of the waters beneath, to what do I owe this visit?
I am glad that you still recognize me.
I am honored to have you in my abode.
It would have been better if I was here on a courtesy visit, but as it is, I am troubled. I am hot.
Why? What troubles the most powerful being in the waters beneath? He was here to secure the heart of his king. He alleges that a strange woman has gained her way into his heart and is preventing him from seeing those that made him king.
Do not listen to him, because he is not clean himself. The king is my host, and the woman in question is my agent.
Make your prayers to be clear. We work for the Dark Lord. We do not need to war against one another.
Discontinue whatever it is that you're planning with him. I do not want to have you in my bad books. I am on top of that game, and I want it to so remain.
This is very exciting. More than exciting. I mean, things are just working out to our advantage a lot. Our next target is to get the king to will everything in Hannah's name and not the orphanage.
That's right.
I never knew things would turn around like this.
Me too.
Me too. Although, I have to admit I'm somewhat scared. Scared of what? Have you not thought about it yourself? What do you think will happen if Claire and Madame Paul get to know about this? In any case, after that about it severally, but I'm only consoled with one thing, which is that Madame Paul will never see us with her with the physical eyes. She can see everybody, but not us. Going by what we know about her, she's bound to find out eventually. Listen, Oledo. A lot of men have worked and labored for Madame Paul and eventually died without anything. I don't want to be added to that list. I am positive this is our time. Do as I say. I am older than you in this order, so trust me. Yes.
Are you awake? Are you alright?
My head feels like I've been living in the future.
Those pills really got to you. Brave General Alubale-Zama.
Well, you have your setback.
Honey, you'll be alright. Okay. You'll be okay.
Nothing can take this pain away from me except my eyes see my son. I don't even understand why I keep postponing this visit.
You see why I almost killed you with those pills? Very soon, my dear. Very soon you're going to see your son. Okay. Why not you go take your bath and change up? Let's go and see your son together. Let's go and take a shower.
Men are claiming power. Men are claiming authority. But in secret, it's women that rule the world.
Are you ready for this?
The word of power.
Tell me the side effects again.
Okay. See, when you apply the magical content in that container on your face, the king, once he sets eyes on you, shall immediately be taken. And then he will become overwhelmed by the sight of you. And you will become overwhelmed by the love and care that he will show you. Instantaneously, you will become the apple of his eyes. Then he will make you write and sign the will. Does any of this look like side effects good enough for you to handle? Do you think? Opening up to you was one of the best decisions I've taken lately. And you have suddenly become indispensable.
I hope so.
Now, let's get this over and done with. Prepare to meet the king before he starts talking about Obiago again.
The word of power, the ocean beneath, from where Powell rules the world. Deep secrets, very deep secrets. If me, get a chunde madola. If it do me, get a chunde
Did I not tell you to quit calling me that?
Or I maybe don't like home cat. You prefer pop, popsy, dad.
I am not and will never be the father to a scum like you. I am off to get my son.
Darling, are you alright?
What was I saying?
You were trying to say something to Anna.
Oh, I remember. Okuchukwu.
Yes, Daddy.
Please go and make a cup of coffee for me.
Alright, Daddy. Easy. Alright. What if I get the best man in the whole world?
So, hit me. How did it go?
It was great.
And is it just great?
It was enormously great. Hope you now get a picture.
Just great?
He has said it all. He said it was great. What else do you want to hear?
I want to hear more. Say more. Waiting.
I never said it was great. In fact, the general won't stop telling me how he had a fabulous time with his son, Obiago.
Obiago?
Yes.
Was Obiago with him today?
No. The point is this. He sees me as Obiago. He even calls me Obiago. I was just lucky that he never asked me to preach.
That can be good.
I mean, how is he supposed to sign the will in your name when he's calling you Gbuzuo?
Was he planning to sign the will in Hannah's name?
What am I even saying? The will be signed in Paul Orphanage name. But still, his name is not Gbuzuo, and so it poses a problem for us.
Name shouldn't be a problem here, okay? Orphanage, Madam Paul, even if he decides to use Gbuzuo for the will, Gbuzuo is not a bad name. I can take Gbuzuo as my middle name. In fact, Gbuzuo is my middle name. Gbuzuo is my middle name. Oh, mama.
Yeah.
Listen, my fellow elders in council, there is something I want to make very clear here now. I equally do not understand it myself.
The same thing I was thinking. What is happening? How can all of them just fail us just like that?
Even Obiago, the greatest of them all, that has been working with me all this while, couldn't believe that I went back to Obiago. And all he could say was that I should leave the woman alone. Huh? Now, the question begging for an answer is, how can we leave this woman alone?
No, my Prime Minister. Do you mean you went back to Obiago and all he could do was to ask you to leave her alone?
Very strange, isn't it? Listen to me. Mr. Paulson, that woman is more powerful than we thought. This is the only explanation to it.
Then we need to unmask her powers. Yes, she's only a woman. She cannot hold us down.
And then I need you to explain to me how we are going to unmask her powers, if not through the medicine men and the juju priests of our Obiago. I have been working with all of them, and they will always promise to do something. They will give me an appointment when I have to come back. By the time I will go back to them, all of them will tell me that I should just leave the king alone, that they cannot help me.
Personally, I am not seeing the woman. I am seeing the king. Yes. Let us pass a vote of no confidence on the king and remove him. Let us have a new king.
Immediately.
So that is it. A king cannot set a structure and be hijacking the kingdom revenue. Yet he will refuse to see the people. It is not possible. We won't allow that.
The woman is the one causing all this. Let us ground her to a house.
Ibenebu, are you a woman? Listen, I don't like dealing with men or mingling with men that discuss women. Yes, let us deal with the king straight. By the time we finish dealing with the king, the woman in question will disappear into thin air. Yes!
The money we are talking about is our kingdom money, is our kingdom revenue.
Yes!
How can we be discussing the woman we don't even know her name? We don't know where she came from. Never married to anywhere. Are we some bunch of busybodies?
We are not. I have made things easy for you all. I have removed every obstacle from your road. You must strike while the iron is hot.
My lady, would that son of his be able to trust him?
I do not want to talk about that boy that destroys my world. All I want is my wealth. And I need you, my apostles, to tell me what you have done to ensure this.
We're working towards that, my lady. For the king won't stop seeing Ahana as Gbuzuo.
All I want is that will written, signed, and willed to the orphan.
Failed to show up, and we have not heard from him either.
Son, he chose to look for us. If he decides to forget about us, then it's up to him.
He is not alright. Yes. I can feel the vibes. I can clearly see it too. He needs God's intervention. He is in the bondage of the devil.
So you said this before. And we've been praying for him. And you keep saying it over and over and over and over again. Why?
I have this feeling that he needs help. Yes. I've risen in the apostolic ministry to know what it means when God lays such burden in the heart of a minister. Something is wrong, and God will not forgive me if I fail to find out what it is.
Oh no, I don't understand you. Honestly speaking, I don't understand. I thought you all were working to see this project completed.
The king has abandoned the project.
Yeah.
Listen to me. He used his military experience to set up a structure whereby all the money coming into this kingdom as revenue are all channeled into a particular account that he controls as the king. Then suddenly he has turned around that nobody can see him. Nobody can see the king. Even the people that made him king are regretting why they did that now.
No. For what? Why will the people behave so cheaply? Why?
Did I hear you say cheaply? This is a very serious issue, Hannah. There is a structure in place, and that structure, nobody is finding it acceptable. Nobody has seen the king. Nobody can set eyes on the king. Even the cabinet members, nobody has managed to enter that compound. Listen to me, Hannah. You are the heir to the king. You should know these things. That woman the king is harboring in the palace, that woman, I can tell you, is evil. She has issued an instruction to the officer at the gate not to allow anybody come into the compound, saying that the king was medically not stable. That was almost a month ago. From that time until today, nobody has seen the king. We have called him countless number of times. He will not answer the call, and he is not returning any of these calls.
Oh no. Honestly speaking, I'm just hearing this for the first time. I'm shocked.
You don't need to be shocked. This is why I sent for you. Because there is something you can do. We need to save the king. And we need to save our newly formed Oboduku kingdom. You are the one that can do that. And I want you to do it. Listen to me. I am ready to give you any assistance that you need. But at least, let us do something.
Onyoma, ezugo Gbuzuo onyoma. Ebube chukwu si fadima. Ndilo ne meno na nkitio. Ebube chukwu zo ifadima. Ndilo ne meno na nkitio. Onyoma, ezugo Gbuzuo onyoma. Ezugo Gbuzuo onyoma.
Ahana. This is our final point. You can't change your mind now. We need you here. Why this sudden change of mind, anyway?
Listen, you guys are being unnecessarily greedy and I don't like it. Come on. You've got the hospitals to your credit, the malls to your credit, the orphanage to your credit, and other things that fetch you money that I don't even know.
Exactly the point.
Why would you want the king to will the orphanage to you? Why? Doesn't make sense to me. Why will the king die leaving no legacy for his people? Why?
But Anna, this has always been our goal, and you knew it. Why this sudden change of attitude? Why do you suddenly have a problem with it?
I have no other father than General Obiago, who by divine providence is now king. I think he deserves a better treatment.
That man cannot be your father.
Don't be deceived by the power of that mystic cream. Do not use it and see where you find yourself.
Well said. But he sees me as his son, and that gives me leverage. Don't you think so?
Anna, please, stop it.
No, you stop it. And tell me, what will I be left with? What will the people of Obiago be left with?
Who are you concerned about? You or the people of Obiago?
It's wrong for a king to die without any legacy left. Listen, what we are doing and what we're trying to do will not only tear him apart, it will also tear the people apart. The people of Obiago, which are his people.
Would you rather prefer him giving everything to those greedy men that made him king? Those men that move around him only to suck him dry.
I'm sorry, but everyone is not as greedy as you are.
That boy doesn't look like someone that would do any good for us. At all. And we don't have to waste our time waiting for such a boy. No. While we already have a neatly enshrined solution in our constitution, let us explore that solution.
In the course, there is something I want to make clear. You don't have to set the house on fire because of wrath. You are a credible man of this land, and you know it yourself, that there is no community in Igbo land where the tradition holds that you can kill a man who said nothing. As Gbuzuo, our king, may not have done well. We all know that. But look at it closely and you will discover that something is behind it.
Then what shall we do, my Prime Minister? What are we going to do? Wait forever for a woman that has visibly feasted with Satan? Why not let us solve our problem like men?
Is a person I am still planning. I already verified from a banker who works in the very bank where our kingdom account is domiciled. And she confirmed to me that our kingdom account has not been misappropriated. As we speak, deposits are coming on weekly basis, and there are no withdrawals. It simply means our money is entered. So let us understand that yes, something is wrong, but not completely wrong.
My Prime Minister, it could be true, but this is the very first king we are having as an autonomous community. You are aware of this?
Of course I know.
Good. Our plan is to create a grade 1 king that at least will become the leader of the Council of Traditional Igbo Leaders. Yes, but with what? The kind of pace our king has set ground, I doubt if we're going to achieve that.
I believe there is no cause for alarm. I do not have any regrets choosing you to be my partner in this. But with all due respect, sir, we have to tread with caution.
So we left you to sleep over it. Hopefully now we can all reason it out.
I'm still confused. I'm confused.
Alright. Let us calm down and understand the issue at hand. Madam Paul said that the cream she gave you gives you the powers to get the king to do whatever it is you want him to do. Huh? Get it?
Why would Madam Paul want me to make the king sign everything to her advantage?
Anna, you're sounding ridiculous. Why are you sounding like a broken record? Do you want to trigger?
biko gwanumo ife na-eme ebe niile mana o nwere nke doro anya nghọta ife na-eme eziokwu ga-enyere m aka ọ bụrụ na ajụ ya ese onye bụ ụzọ ga-ekpere azụ ọ bụrụ na ajụ ya ese onye bụ ụzọ ga-ekpere azụ gwanumo biko gwanumo ọlaedo gwanumo biko gwanumo where shall we go? What shall we say? What shall we do? The hidden truth is here. Oh, everything has crumbled. A prince has become nobody. A princess has become nobody. Some truths are better.
What is wrong with you? Have you lost your mind? Claire is a very intelligent woman. She could have sensed our plans.
Listen, someone has to tell them how greedy they are. Yes, someone has to tell them how greedy they are.
And you think there is wisdom in that? You don't want to mess this up for us now, do you?
She wants everything. She gave me limited time, and to crown it all, she's ordering me around. What for?
That is how the sisterhood works. Time. They work with time because there are so many other people whose wealth they are waiting to tap from.
I keep hearing this same nonsense every now and then. How did we even get ourselves messed up like this? How?
Well, we are already in this mess. Until the end, we must not give them reasons to suspect we're no longer with them. Anna, please don't do this. Don't start a war that could be our end, I beg you.
Princess Oledo, bring out a sec and think about what Dad stands and represents. The people are worried. Things are not working out fine. They are even regretting why they made him king.
Anna, you cannot worry about everything at the same damn time.
Oh.
We'll tackle these issues one after the other, starting from the most important. Like this one.
You're just annoyingly beautiful.
A prince has become nobody. A princess has become nobody. Some truths are better.
After all these years of knowing me, I expected you to have known that I'm not one of these ladies who hastily jump into making promises when I haven't found out everything I need to know.
What else do you want me to say that I have not explained already?
You want me to get my sister to partner with you and the children of the king to get all that you can from the man. Now I ask you, what are my personal benefits? Maybe if you tell me, that will enable me know whether I want to make a promise or not.
How did I forget I'm still dealing with the old lady Claire?
Come on, Faith. You and I know that I'm not half as greedy as you are. Come on, speak in clear terms.
I know why you left the sisterhood. It was because you were betrayed by Lady Claire. And Madam Paul supported her. And ever since, you've been looking for a way to take a revenge.
And that revenge will be served when everyone has forgotten about the very decisive Lady Clara. And it will be served cold. And you know, revenge is best served cold.
Get Selena to talk to me. Or possibly, let her come and visit me. The plan I have will give Madame Claire a heart attack. And Madame Paul, her mission in the Gbuzuo kingdom will be paralyzed. Don't you want them to experience their pain?
I kind of like the sound of that.
Good.
Selena will call you later today. And I can assure you, she will walk with you.
Good.
The ocean beneath, from where Powell rules the world.
I don't trust Madam Selena. She looks sneaky to me. She appears that way because she's a disgruntled sister. But trust me, she's happy on the team. Yeah. So tell me, who else do you want to add to the team? No one else. But I'm sorry if you feel uncomfortable with the addition. It's okay. I'm not a greedy person. I mean, we're talking about a whole lot of money here. Yeah? Both in liquid cash and landed properties. Yeah, sure, the money can go round. But here's the thing. I do not want to be betrayed. No one will be betrayed. Thank you, Aledo. So how is it coming? How is Hannah?
I can see you're enjoying this little bond between you and the general. And yes.
It's better than the fake love you have for him.
I thought we should be discussing the massive achievement you've made from this massive bond.
I can't remember being your hourly reporter.
I asked because I feel you're being distracted.
Distracted? This whole mission itself is nothing but destruction.
Have you been seeing Link lately?
Does she look like someone who is interested in my 4 inches?
Ahana, if my suspicion is right, Ling is not on our team. I am not comfortable with your association with her.
Well, she's the same person who saved Dad's life. He would have been dead because of those pills you gave him.
I've known Ling for a very long time. Ling never liked your mother, nor I. And she's very jealous of our association with Madam Powell. You have to be very careful.
The last time I checked, freedom of association is still valid.
I can say that I cannot restrict you. But you have to remain focused on the mission. And be very careful with Ling. Let her not use you.
Oh, everything has crumbled. A prince has become nobody. A princess has become nobody.
They call each other sisters, yet they hate each other with passion.
Some truths are better not said. A prince has become nobody. A princess has become nobody. Some truths are better not said.
Thank you very, very much for bringing me close to my dad.
The hidden truth is here.
May I never run out of you. Alright, Dad. I want you to tell me, what is your greatest fear in your life?
My greatest fear? Well, losing my first son. You see, one of the reasons my people elected me to be their king is not just because I am well-traveled and massively connected, but because I am hardworking. You see, I was an army officer, but that did not limit me. I also went into business and investments. And as we speak, I'm one of the 5 wealthiest people in this state. See, and I want you to at at least be greater than me.
Well spoken, Dad. But you don't expect me to be greater than you by sitting around in this house.
Oh, I thought we've already spoken about this before. I'm planning to open that company for you.
Dad, you have to understand, for me, opening that company is my priority number one. I feel insecure because of the people floating around me.
So by people you mean?
The people of Obiago, Claire, Mrs. Obiago, and to crown it all, the orphanage. I believe you woke up one day and give away everything you have today.
Oh, come on, my dear son. You don't think your father is that daft? Huh? You have no reason to be doubtful.
I never said that. But don't forget, you are not getting any younger, and the age is not on your side.
That's exactly what I am saying. And judging by the way I fall sick these days, I'm beginning to think that I don't need anybody to tell me to write my will. And I'm beginning to feel that I'm not even able to cope with the demands of the position of king given to me by my people. I am burdened.
That's my point. Even the people of Obiago are beginning to think that you are no longer committed to the cause. But that's not my main problem. Father, you need to write your will as soon as possible.
Don't let that bother you. With a snap of my finger, I can always get the lawyer to write, to prepare the will immediately, and I'll sign it. You should know that you are my only son, and of course, everything I have belongs to you.
We live in a civilized world where people inform people when they are coming. And when they do visit, they wait to be asked in.
Sorry, Blake. Maybe I've forgotten my manners.
So what do you want? Because I am a very busy woman. I am not these idle women or people that idle away in their money bags houses. I am a busy woman that book her every appointment.
I can see how busy you are.
Good.
I'll go straight to the point. Have you been talking to Ahanna lately?
Is someone feeling insecure already?
I know he has been seeing you. For the reasons I'm yet to find out. Ling, are you trying to mess with me?
Mess with you? On Ahanna? Claire, stop it. I know that mission is taking a whole lot of your life, but don't let it make you stupid. What are you doing with the same boy that you've been banging his foster father?
Only shut up. Shut up. This has nothing to do with sex. Stay away from him. Stay away from everything that has to do with my mission. Ahanna is on my team. I want you to stop seeing him.
Why not go for it so soon? Forgotten how I saved you, helped you to revive the king. When you nearly killed him with those drugs, now you say I'm against you? Claire, I'm against you?
We all know that you do not get involved in anything that you do not benefit from. Getting Ahanna closer to you is one thing I am not comfortable with. He is the heart of my mission.
Listen, Claire. I don't know what Ahanna told you or what her assumptions are, but I know that all I did was to save your ass, even though I shouldn't. You need to start seeing me as a true sister, because that is what I am.
Link, stay away from us.
for you, Claire. I told you you're too small for that task. I told you. Watch and see how I will destroy you.
Brethren, this is the time to pray. I am convinced that this man is a king. And I am convinced that he's connected to the army. But whatever trouble he has, whatever trouble that is troubling him, he is saved because he has come to us. Yes. And nothing dies in our hand.
Yes.
As a prophet of God, I release him. Whatever trouble, let us pray. Let us pray for this man. Whatever you need, let us pray for him. Nothing will die. He will not die. Wherever you are, I set you free. Wherever you are, I set you free. Wherever you are, I set you free. You did not cause for my violence. And the violence against you by force. I take it by force.
You don't understand the condition, man. No one can have access to the will until he is dead and gone.
Well, if you must know, the sisterhood does not concern itself with the benefactor's dummies. Once the will is drafted and signed, they find a way of making the expiration come faster. Madame Paul is greedy. She's equally impatient. She will end everybody that will stand in her way of getting everything written in the will.
So in a nutshell, you're trying to tell me that once the will is signed, he will be killed, right?
Madame Paul will end the general once she gets the confirmation that the will is signed in her favor.
But that is not going to happen because Madame Paul will not be getting the desired information on the will.
In that case, I think you both should do the killing because the will is in our favor.
All I'm saying, Hannah, is that I'm not Powell. I will do no such thing.
So what happens then? Because I can't wait till he dies a natural death.
All I want is for you to get him to sign the will and forget about everything else. I will never harm Gbuzuo. I promise you that.
Thank you.
What is this nonsense I hear? He made the king know it.
As we all know, my lady, the king only listens to one person. And that person is Anna.
Through the powers of the mystical creed lifted from the ancient court of pharaohs, of course. The only instruction he should obey is mine. Who made him do something else?
My lady, we guided him on what to do. And he was just ready to do just that.
So what then happened to his house?
He said the king did not see any reason why he should will everything to the orphanage, why his only son goes with nothing.
He has the powers to make the king do all he asks and how he acts without asking questions.
My lady, Anna is officially one of us.
Yes.
Though the will be written in his name, but it is still for the sisterhood.
Now we are back to the same matter we discussed. Why can I not see the minds of those who are obedient to you? Why can I not see his mind? The only thing I want to see now is his mind.
My lady, I think you should stop asking for the impossible. You know Hannah is now one of us. There is nothing that you will beg them for them to allow you see his mind. Allowing you see his mind is like you seeing the forces behind our powers. And you know that they won't let you anywhere near that.
Something is wrong somewhere. There are forces working against us. And that is why I wanted to be done with the king. This mission in his house has been the most difficult and challenging. I want that will written again and how I want it. I want this done immediately.
Oh, Prime Minister, I know how you're feeling, but it's not exactly what you're thinking.
Your Majesty, you are the king of this kingdom. And strangely, you are unavailable to the people. How do we explain that?
Well, I know I have been unavailable for some time now. But Prime Minister, you are there. Zebulton is there, as well as his Ibelemu. Three of you are there, you can hold on.
But Your Majesty, why are you saying this? 3 of us are supposed to be assisting you run this kingdom and not take over from you. The bidding project has been abandoned. And that is because there is a way we have structured the revenue of this kingdom in a way that we don't have access to the account. Nothing happens without you.
Well, I understand. I am sorry about that. Yes, it has been delayed, but certainly it will be completed. I'm just busy, that's all.
Your Majesty, when you sound this way, it weakens me. Your Majesty, the king that rules over a kingdom to have the priority of that kingdom first.
I am planning to sign my will. After that, I'll give all my time to my will.
You're planning to sign your will, I don't understand. What does that mean?
Don't worry yourself. I'm not going to die tomorrow. But a man like me should be able to plan properly and ahead too. Don't you think so?
The last thing I will take from you is you being unnecessarily lousy. Why did you allow that man into this compound?
Listen, you can't separate the king from his people. You can't.
I already did. Before you allow them back in here.
The way you behave, most times I can't help but wonder. What would an intelligent man like that find attractive in you?
Is that an insult? How dare you talk to me like that, Anna?
Listen, the earlier you understand this, the better for everybody. These people are his people. You can't separate them. Okay? You can't separate the king from his people.
We have him bound in our powers. Before you allow that sneaky prime minister back here. Did you hear him talk about the kingdom? We've already passed that because we didn't want any competition. But all thanks to you. For now he will begin to talk about Gbuzuo.
Alright. Bind him again. Like you said, you have powers. You You've done it before, so buy no.
Why are you such a pain in the ass? Why do you derive joy pulling us back each time we take a step forward? Why?
Because all I do every morning is to rub that smelly substance on my face and make Dad dance to your instrumental. You and your so-called sisterhood. Now tell me, if I was working to your advantage, is this the thank you that I will be getting?
I do not see the wisdom in that, my son.
He is my father. But that is not all there is to it. I've been called to save his soul. I told you this, Mother. God will not forgive me if he perishes.
Oh. Please do not make me cry. Who said he's going to perish?
Even when I was conceived out of wedlock, God still called me into his apostolic and prophetic ministry. He is a mighty God that moves in a mysterious way. Mom, I see the hand of God in this. Please, support me. Support me. Let's reconcile this man back to God.
Okay. Where can you find this man?
I insist again that we are family. And that we must violently challenge the devil in his quest to take one of us. By so doing, every other thing will fall in place.
I was with him, and we discussed extensively. From all indications, it is clear he's about to sign everything to his son.
Alright then, should his son now be our target then? Or should we violate our new constitution by making his son king after him?
That question is out of order. You're not supposed to ask that in the first place.
The whole thing is so confusing to me. And we are all here thinking of a way forward. How could that be possible?
My dear Prime Minister, from all indications, we have made a very, very serious mistake by voting him as the king. That is just it. So because he is a wrong candidate.
There is something that we know already. We can't continue complaining about that all the time. What we need to do now is to find a way to make this man work. Let us understand that this man is very popular. He is known everywhere as the king of Obiago, and you can give it to him. He's a very popular man. But we have a lot of things we can gain as a people. Having that kind of man as our king.
But
Your Highness, I'm not sure about this.
Well, Barrister, you're supposed to have known me all these years. Since you started working as my attorney after your father.
Exactly my point, Your Highness. That puts me in a good position to advise you better.
Okay, so what is your point?
Your Highness, you are willing almost everything to earn. To me, that is not balanced. I'll walk this away.
Cheers. Cheers, Anna.
Why am I not excited as you both? Is it because I'm not a woman?
Exactly. You're not a woman. Anywho, as we speak, Madam Selena is on her way here.
What for? Listen, I insist. Let's wait for him to sign the will first before celebrating.
The man is already where I want him to be, so he should sign the will.
I still insist. Let's wait for him to sign the will first before we can party.
Party. That's the word. Party. And what kind of party would you like? Tell me.
Listen, I can't count my chicks when the eggs are not hatched. I'm out of here. When he signs the will, you both will see how we will party. Beautiful nonsense.
Whatever. Can't you cope with me? It's very, very possible. We're used to him like that. Cheers again.
I can't believe this. What are my men in council afraid of?
Your Majesty, we are not afraid. Are we afraid of anything?
We are not. No. But I sense fear in all that you have said. Listen, what I am planning to do will in no way affect the progress of this land.
Your Majesty, would you not have problem with your desire to sign your will at all? Our problem is that we believe that forces are working against our land. That is our problem.
And what do you mean by forces are working against our land?
It may sound silly, Your Majesty, but that's just the truth. The forces are the reason you turned your back on us for close to 6 months now. And we believe they are behind this your quest to sign and will all that we have to your son.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Do I take it to mean that my elders in council are against my son?
No, Your Majesty. We are not against your son.
Then what?
No, we have no reason to be against your son. We are only pleading with you that you should just take a very long pause and reconsider your decisions, Your Majesty.
Enough of that. I've already taken my decision and that must be respected. This is my personal decision and I don't want anybody to talk about it any further. I will sit up in my area of lapses. I don't want anybody to discuss it again. The signing has been fixed. You are all invited.
Deep secrets, very deep secrets.
Ahana, why are you a stumbling block to my mission?
Excuse me. Did you just call me a stumbling block? Me, Ahana, a stumbling block. Princess Oledo, did you hear that?
Calm down and listen.
No, she should calm down and do the listening. Are you blind towards my efforts or what? Alright. Breaking news. That will be signed tomorrow, courtesy of me.
You can go ahead, Ahana. Ahana, you can go ahead and mention all that you have achieved. But do you, Ahana, also realize that bringing those men to the king can ruin all your hard work? Why are you this stubborn and stupid?
What is wrong with this woman for crying out loud? Listen, they are his people. You can't take him away from them.
I was already doing that before you opened that door for them once again.
Ahana, you ought to know by now that those men are selfish. So much so that Madame Paul has told us that they have selfish plans with the king.
Oh.
We do not wish to contend with them. Hence, Claire's idea that we keep them away, at least for now. Do you understand it now?
Did you see the looks on their faces? Did you?
Let me have the keys.
but you just told me that they did not support you signing the will. So what is right in their move, coming here to discourage you?
They have every right to question some of my decisions. Don't forget, these people are an integral part of this kingdom.
Writing and signing the will has nothing to do with Obiago. Or has it changed? Are they not included in the plans?
Claire, you have nothing to worry about. By the way, where is my son? I haven't seen him today. Can you please go and get him for me?
I went out. But I want to know, is the plan still on? Or did your men in council succeed in making you change your mind?
Am I not thrilled to have you in my office? Welcome.
I can see that nothing has changed in this office ever since my last visit. Is that why you keep running to the king? Because you ran out of food. I warned you to stay away from Alubalezama. Why are you headstrong?
If you had not failed to add the title King to that name, Alubalezama, then maybe you would have known why the Prime Minister would not give away from the King.
Obuefi, do you know who you are talking to?
You are not the Queen yet. And you carry yourself, assume position as if you are more powerful than the king. What is your mission in this kingdom?
I did not come here to answer your questions. You see, you trying to stop the king from signing the will was a very bad move of your part. Why did you do that?
Do not confirm my suspicion. You are the one who is pushing the king to urgently sign his will. Will that in any way accomplish your mission?
Obuefi, since you cannot keep your parasitic self away from the king, I advise that you allow him to perform his other duties, even though you suck from the king. Have I made myself clear? I guess I have. Do not make me repeat this visit again.
Who is this woman that has this kind of grip on the king of Obiago kingdom? What does she want?
Deep secrets, very deep secrets. Ifemilemi, Kenechunde Madula. Deep secrets, very deep.
I called you out because I know you have come a long way with the king, especially when his wife was alive.
Barrister James.
Yes.
Is there any problem?
I'm not comfortable with the will. Are you?
Of course I'm comfortable with it. Is there anything wrong with it?
You see, some months back, the king came to me with this very difficult information to believe. I'm sure you know about what I'm talking about.
See, Barrister James.
Yeah.
It will be better for us that you go on a plain language. Go straight to the point. They're waiting for us inside.
Okay, Lady Claire. The king told me that Ahanna and Oledo are not his biological children.
Of course I know about it.
You know about it?
Of course I do. How is that the problem?
The problem is he's willing everything to Ahanna. And I'm not comfortable with that. You know, it's abysmally wrong. Legally...
Barrister James.
Yes.
Do you need my advice?
Of course. That is why I called you.
Now get it straight. The king paid you very well to do this job.
Yes.
So do this job as he has instructed and go home peacefully with your money. Is that clear? Now let's go in. They're waiting for us.
Okay. Since we are all in agreement, let the person conclude. Let me have the witness.
Please.
Deep secrets, if Emily me, gene chunde madola. Very deep, very deep, very deep. If Emily me, gene chunde madola. Deep secrets. Very deep secrets. If Emily Gene chunde madola.
Your Highness, this is the very last bit. You still have the opportunity to consider this will to know if it is the true state of your heart. If it is what you want, then you can come and append your signatures.
Barrister, I am sure we are not gathered here for me to reconsider anything. Outside.
Here, Your Highness.
Okay. Where's that coming from?
From outside, I guess. Let me see also.
Anna, don't worry, let me go and check. Huh? Let nothing disrupt this process. Stand by your father. Let him stand.
Okay, Your Highness. I think we are still good to go.
I think the signing of this will can wait. Let's solve this problem first.
Okay, Your Highness.
Can I sign on his behalf?
No, you can. Thank you.
My lady, what are you doing here?
No one dares me, Claire.
What are you talking about? The king is at the verge of signing the will, and your presence here will destroy virtually everything.
I want that process terminated immediately.
What are you saying?
If Selina had not come to me with the information, they would have succeeded in fooling me.
Now you are confusing me.
When he asked that the will be written in his name, You defended him, saying he's one of us. Little did you know that that fool had his plans.
Claire, what is going on there? Have you found the source of the whistling?
Darling, meet my friend Natasha.
Oh, was she the one that whistled?
No, she was actually coming in when I came out.
Oh, okay. Natasha.
It's a pleasure meeting you in person, Your Highness.
Pleasure is mine. Why don't you take your friend in?
Of course I will.
Let me get the gate.
Your Highness, you want to abandon this event for a visitor you don't even know about?
Oh, come on, Claire. This is a palace where the king lives. Everyone is free to visit. I had to send the soldier boy back to the barracks because my people were beginning to complain. I'll get the gate. Take her in.
Okay, I will.
Come on in, come on, come on. Baby, how are you? Thank you.
Princess Olivia. Prince Aham. Surprised to see me, huh? What are you doing here?
Joy Killer. I can't remember inviting you to this occasion.
No. The question is, what are you two up to?
Barrister James, forgive my manners. Meet my friend, Natasha.
My people.
Another beautiful nonsense.
We have guests. The spirit-filled Reverend Okuchukwu.
Look at it.
Yo, darling, how could you bring these strangers in an important occasion like this?
Here, take care of things. You know what I mean?
I did not come here for you. I am trying to avoid you.
Light and darkness have nothing in common. Today you've walked into the powerful hands of the Almighty God, the Lord Jesus Christ. Today marks your end. In the name of at the mention of that name, Jesus Christ, every knee shall bow. You shall bow in the name of Jesus Christ. What is happening here? Pour out your consuming flame on your enemy in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. In the name of Jesus. Let us sing that Lord Jesus. Fear the high women. Burn and come down. Pour out your consuming flame on your enemies in the name of Jesus Christ. Like a blazing fire, Lord Jesus. Destroy them all. Remove sin that destroy them all, 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 in the name of Jesus. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, I pray for you, in the name of Jesus Christ. Every deposit of the evil one, I lose you by fire, 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 in the name of Jesus Christ. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ.
Onyoma, ezugo Gbuzuo bụ onyoma. Ebube Chukwu zifa dị mma. Ndị ilo na-emenụ na nkịtị yo. Ebube Chukwu zifa dị mma. Ndị ilo na-emenụ na nkịtị yo. Onyoma, 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 ezugo Gbuzuo bụ onyoma. Onyoma, Onyoma, Onyoma.
My baby, what are you doing? You ungrateful idiot. Did you lead me into that?
What happened to you? Why are you like this?
All my life, I have tried to avoid that fool and his type. And today, your greed and stupidity has led me into his very arm. Now he has destroyed everything that gave me life.
Who is he?
I gave you everything. You have this mighty hospital under your control. What else were you looking for in the king's will? You greedy brat!
I don't know the he you're talking about. But he actually, obviously he dealt with you. And I doubt if you will survive it.
Yes, you're right. He has destroyed the silver cord that gave me life. I know I would not survive this. But I am also going along with everything that belonged to me. I am the shepherd goddess of greed. I leave nothing for no one.
Hopefully this will finally do it for me. My lady will eventually recognize me and treat me right. This is the best decision that I've ever made.
What are you doing here? Where is my lady? I think I'm losing my life. Where is our lady?
My lady, I expect you to come back like this. I know you very well, Selena. I know how frustrated you are. Did you lead me into that?
Did I lead you into what, my lady?
You knew about the impending danger. You knew that the foolish brain boy was going to be dead. Yet you let me. This is about your plans to destroy me.
No, my lady. All I did was try to save us from the backstabbers. Lean and cold. I don't know what you are talking about.
My lady, how could you have trusted a disgruntled fellow like Madame Selena? Look at what she has cost us. I think I've lost everything that gives me life.
He has destroyed me. The moment I set my eyes on him, I smelled danger. Same reason I avoided him and his likes. I am not equipped to face him. I am leaving, and I must take all that belongs to me. Dr. Lin! She's sleeping. Dr. Lin? Dr. Lin?
She's dead.
What nonsense. Quick, hands.
People have murdered her.
Oh no. Oh no. Was here. Howell killed her. This is her handiwork. She killed her and left her mark on her. She might still be around. Now, let's get out of this place. Let's go now. Let's go. Hurry!
Coming soon. I don't know what is going on. what matters most is that you've been delivered from the bondage of the devil.
Bondage? How is that connected with anything? Where did this document come from?
The will. You were on the verge of signing it. I tried to stop you, but...
Your Highness, are you sure about this?
Well, Barrister, you're supposed to have known me all these years. Since you started working as my attorney after your father.
Exactly my point, Your Highness. That puts me in a good position to advise you better.
Okay, so what is your point?
Your Highness, you are willing almost everything to Anna. To me, that is not balanced.
Why would that bother you, Barrister? Anna is my first and only son. So I want to ensure that when I am gone, that he has all the resources that will enable him maintain and continue the family name. So what are you talking about? I don't get it.
I'm pretty confused here, Your Highness. Pardon me, please. Months back, you confided in me that Anna and Olido are not your biological children. You told me you found out your old-time lover bore you a son.
I'm not Barrister. What has come over you? Are you confusing me for some other clients or what? Listen, get focused. Who told you Hannah is not my biological son? And what old-time love are you talking about?
Your Highness, you came to me with that information. You sounded absolutely convinced.
Stop it there! Enough of that, Barrister. What has come over you?
I'm deeply sorry, Your Highness.
You had better be. Listen.
I thought I should raise this silent point.
Listen to me. Go through that will as amended by me. Put the papers together and prepare them for signature. That will be all.
I'll carry out the instructions. I'll walk this and
You wouldn't listen.
How could anyone doctor my will to this trash that I am holding here?
It's a laughable piece, Your Highness. Indeed, the devil is a liar. I saw the manipulation, but you wouldn't let me talk to you.
Can you imagine that? What is this?
It's okay. What really matters here is that you've got what you so longed for. Salvation. So that alone should make you happy.
Can you imagine those bloody civilians? They dead a senior army officer like me. How can I get hold of them? I want to lay my hands on them.
Your Majesty, we knew all this while that something was wrong somewhere, but we were not able to place it because you weren't acting like you at all.
You mean you noticed the foolishness that took over me?
Your Majesty, who did not? Every single person in this community did. Not with your avoidance of your people and being unwilling to support any project.
I can't believe this. You mean I structured the kingdom revenue into one account?
That only you were controlling.
How possible is this?
It was possible, Your Majesty. It happened. As a matter of fact, what we now know is that the Prime Minister was right all this while.
Yes.
He kept defending you because he said you were actually not acting with a clear understanding.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, but Your Majesty, you have to believe it. Because that woman was more than Jezebel. She was deadlier than Jezebel.
An important document cannot go missing flying from the palace. Have they inquired from everyone?
General Johnson, I am talking about a confidential document that I left in my inner room. Not outside, my inner room.
In that case, that document should be somewhere in the inner room. Alex, please stand up.
But we have searched virtually everywhere. It's not here.
I do not see any reason why anyone would want to kill himself or herself over a piece of paper. It's not a matter of life or death.
Johnson! That document is a document that gives me access to my GOA pension in the UK. That document is worth billions of naira. Oh, now you see the picture. Why it seems like I want to kill myself about it.
There was this structure that she set around you that practically hijacked you. You weren't behaving normal.
You know that document I lost? The one that almost gave me a heart attack?
Yes, the document for GOA pension.
Yes. Claire found it today.
No. Really?
Yes, seriously. Oh, now you see why I'm over the moon.
This is absolutely fantastic news. Well done, Claire. Well done.
Come on, princess. We're in this together. It's okay.
I know, right?
Sorry, I don't get it. Am I the only one here who does not understand what is going on? You mean Claire found the documents and brought them back?
Mm-hmm. You just
No.
get that.
No, she's not that kind of woman. The Claire I know will disappear with the documents. I will say that it's all good. Beautiful nonsense. Congrats, Dad. As for you, Claire, sorry for your loss because I know you will definitely regret your action. I have dirty undies upstairs to wash. It's better than this. Claire, documents,
Nobody was able to get close to you. We were locked out from this palace. Even at a point, we the men in council, we were not seeing the idea of getting rid of the woman.
Is it going to cost us anything to kill this woman? The metaphysical way.
The means is important. It will not cost us anything, at least through metaphysical way. Of course.
Did I hear you both say kill? We're going to kill that woman and her blood will be on your head.
Yes. No! And her and her blood will be upon your head.
That was a very bad period in our young history as a newly founded community, Your Majesty.
Well, we are glad you are back to us now. Back to your people.
Welcome back, Your Highness.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yes. Excuse me. Your Majesty.
Oh, very, very bad period. Yes, let them come in. Yes, line up. Yes. Who's going to line up. Your Majesty, I want to believe you are surprised. You should not be surprised, Your Majesty. These people here are the guards and the maidens that we have brought to serve you, to wait on you, the way you're supposed to be as a king. Something we have planned to do all this while, but the evil woman that came from only God knows where to hijack the palace, she did not allow us to do that. Now that the opportunity has presented itself, we are doing this. They are for you and they are at your service, Your Majesty.
Thank you so much, Prime Minister. Thank you, elders in council.
Thank you, Majesty.
I have always known that my people care for me.
Yes, they do.
And like I said, on the day I was crowned king, I would never let my people down.
And we're not going to let you down too.
Oh, my dear son. Come in.
Thank you. I promised to come and see you.
Please have a seat.
Have a seat. So here am I. How are you doing?
You have done very well, my son. Meet my son, Okuchukwu. Okuchukwu, meet my men in council. These are the people I rule Oboduku with.
Did you see your son?
Yes.
There is something going on. Father, reveal it to me.
Well, I forgot to tell you that he's also spirit-filled and an instrument of God Almighty.
Spirit-filled. This is our path.
Esther, that is all I ask of you. Please.
I do not have a problem with you having your son back. The son in question is no longer a child. He can make his own decisions.
But you are his mother. Esther, you are the only parent this boy has known.
The truth is that Reverend Okuchukwu would like to have you back. Especially now that you've given your life to Christ. I will not try to stop him. I will not. But this thing of coming back to you together again, I don't understand that.
I know. I know how difficult it is for you to come back to a man who treated you badly in the past. I know. But Esther, this is my only chance of making it up to you. You and Okuchukwu are the only ones I have left in this world. Forces that are mightier than me came to destroy the land. But by the grace of God and through your prayers, God saved me. Please, Esther, come back to me. And together we can build a kingdom. A prosperous kingdom where Jesus Christ will rule in holiness and in love.
No. No!
I will never give up on her. She was the first. And she will be the only one.
Once again, we have to thank you so much, my dear Prime Minister. At least for standing your ground. It has ended in praise, and we owe everything to you.
No, as a person, you don't have to single me out for praise. This is collective victory for everybody. We all work hard for it.
This is why I said you are a good man. You see, there is a deliverance process going on in our land now. We all must allow God to conclude the work He has started. Once again, thank you.
And thank you again.
It's a person.
How do you want me to do that?
Mom, you confided in me that you loved this man so dearly, even though he broke your heart.
Son, love is not enough. What we are talking about here is marriage. I mean, how can I get married at this age? I'm in my 50s.
It doesn't matter, Mom.
It does matter, son. It does matter. Do you think I'm single because I never had men propose to me in the past? I had so many of them. Yes. I decided to dedicate my life to the service of God. And then God called you at an early age into His ministry. And I'm here with you. The last thing on my mind is marriage. Please.
You can have a happier life, Mother. You love this man, and he loves and wishes to bring you back. And most importantly, He's your beloved son's father.
Son, I don't know why you're asking me to do this. I am old already. And the last thing on my mind now is to get married and let any man dictate my happiness. I'm okay the way I am, son. I am. Please.
I understand your fears. I do. I will not ask you to go against your will. But I want you to think about this. Why am I still unmarried? Can you still remember how many times I planned to pick a wife and something will always come up to halt the move? Don't you think God has a hand in it? By halting everything because He wanted to reconcile my parents before I start my own family. Mother, I want you to think about this. I want you to pray over this. But in all, always remember that whatever decision you take, you will always be part of my life and ministry because we built it together.
Say it loud, say it clear. The kingdom is in safe hands. The demons are hanging up for nothing because a military man is in power. It is era of no nonsense.
You need not to say a word of thanks about this.
Somehow I feel I do not deserve this kind consideration.
Everything has been planned from the beginning. You do not know how happy and elated I am that we finally reunited with you.
Thank you, my son.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Evil has returned to my home. Evil has returned to my home.
It's okay, Father. Calm down.
Dad, please. We are here to apologize for everything. We are so sorry, please. Forgive us.
Sorry.
Forgive you? For what crime exactly?
Dad, I don't know how to explain this. I don't even know how to fix it, but just find a place in your heart to forgive us. I don't know how we got involved in all this.
I don't need any of your explanations. Your explanation, I'm sure, will be better in the ears of the police.
Police?
Daddy, please.
Hold on, please.
We're sorry. We are awfully sorry.
Please.
Yes, you should really be sorry.
Pastor Okwi, please cut the call. I don't like I'll call police. Cut the call first.
It's okay. And Father, they were used. They were victims, just like you were.
Who are the victims? Which victims? They were just bloody thieves and fraudsters who wanted to take away everything I have.
It's okay, Father.
Bloody civilians.
Please, forgive them, please. Please. For my sake. Please. And I pray for you in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. I cast away all evil deposits in your lives. In the name of Jesus Christ. Let them be uprooted and destroyed. In the name of Jesus Christ.
Honestly, Okuchukwu, I cannot pretend about this. I don't feel safe about this.
You have to trust me, Father. They are safe.
Anyway, I can tell. The way I saw you cast out demons from their bloody civilian hearts. Anyway, so what about them trying to haul away my assets? Because as far as I know, these people are criminals. I can't trust them.
Father, you have to understand that they did all they did because of the spirit that was possessing them. You can't abandon them now because you are the only family they have.
Listen, Obiago, I do not want to ruin the chances I have with you and your mother.
Trust me, Father. Mother will not feel so good to hear that they came and you turned your back on them.
You cannot tell me that there is no orphanage. For I've visited there several.
Of course there's an orphanage. But it's not what you thought it was.
What is it then? The devil's pit?
First of all, Mom didn't own it. It belonged to the queen of the sisterhood. Mom and Claire only worked for her.
You mean your mom and Claire deceived me into believing that they owned the orphanage?
There's a lot more we don't know.
My God. Anna. You mean you knew about all this while? So you ganged up with them against me?
Honestly speaking, Dad, I can't even explain how I got myself involved in all that. I know I'm not the saint of God. They used me. They used me.
I know how it all started. Anna was getting in the way of Claire. She couldn't carry out her duties or accomplish her mission with Anna always proving to be a stumbling block. And so she needed Paul's help to put a permanent solution to it.
I cannot believe that you let him distract you.
He's a constant distraction to the king. My lady, I need your help. Whatever you can do to put him in order or to put him in check would be highly appreciated.
I should have done this long ago, but I never thought that he would be a distraction to my mission. It is time to reclaim him.
What does that mean, my lady?
I own you and your brother as long as this mission is concerned. I chose to let him go scot-free. But tonight, I shall summon his soul and I shall take full possession of him until everything that the king has is turned to me.
I know you have powers. But can you bring him here without his consent?
It shall happen tonight. I shall bring him here and get him initiated. You never thought you would find yourself here.
Exactly. Why would someone wake me up from my beautiful sleep and bring me out here for no just cause? Is it a gown party? What is happening?
Hannah, will you shut
No, you shut up and listen. I should be the one talking here. What am I doing here?
I will have no one stand in the way of my mission. Your constant antagonism towards Claire is slowing down things for us.
Oledo, she just took me on a ride to her mother.
She was very careless. She messed up and deserved nothing but death. But then, she and Claire came to me with their plans.
Wait a minute. Is this a secret cult or something? If yes, how is my father involved? Oledo, are you part of this nonsense? Claire is sucking the king dry.
Oh, you shut up! Your mother did not accomplish her mission in that house. Claire is here to make sure of that. So you and your sister will give her all the help she needs. Am I understood?
No, I'm lost. What are you talking about?
The mission is everything about the orphanage. The king must will all he has to me through the orphanage. He becoming king is a problem to us. We never saw it coming. So we must accomplish this mission before he becomes very committed to the kingship.
So what happens to me? What happens to his children? Why would he will everything to you? Why?
Ahana, you had a choice to either cooperate or not. But from now on, I have made my own choice. You shall quit fighting Claire, but instead be loyal to her cause.
Oledo,
Did you sleep well?
what a horrible dream.
Are you alright?
I'm trying to be. I saw Claire, you and I. We were in a... I don't even know how to explain this. In a strange place.
Huh. Dreams for the brainless, I suppose.
I guess so too. It was really senseless.
Anyways, I came to tell you that we're preparing to leave for the orphanage. And I was hoping today might be a good day for you to come along.
Making sense. I need to. At least let me see how far that has gone with the orphanage thing. I'm freshen up.
Ooh, here we go. Now the journey will get even smoother. Thank you, my lady. Thank you for the secret initiation into the deep secrets. That night, she succeeded in capturing Ahana's soul. And the next morning, he forgot about all his hatred for Claire.
Claire. Wow. Should I not be named the happiest king living? See, my children, especially my son, coming with my woman that he hates.
Hates? Make that hated. Because all that, it's all in the past now.
You're absolutely right.
Yep.
I've been observing them silently for days now.
Does it mean so much to you, seeing I and Claire together?
Oh, certainly does.
So what will happen if I propose to her?
What?
Just kidding. That was just a joke.
That better be. I would have made use of my AK-47 right away. Who doesn't want a happy family?
You deserve it, darling. I always knew that Ahana would come around. And here we are.
I strongly believe that my son has now grown into a responsible and mature young man.
One who is growing some brains too.
Exactly. I think I should start grooming him to come after me as king. With his state of mind now, I'm sure he will win an election in the future.
Well, that can only happen on one condition. you need to add beautiful maidens to the package.
Oh, don't worry, we're just beginning. Gbuzuo is just starting. By the time we grow into a kingdom, and then by the time I become the chairman of the Council of Traditional Rulers, and then certainly add that to the package, like you said.
Darling, Ahana made us proud today. Could you believe he gave 500,000 naira to the orphanage?
Wow, I've never known that my son had such money to give. Or has he started dealing in drugs?
Hello, I'm still here and I can hear. You're all sounding like I'm not here.
This is what I'm proud of you, huh?
Beautiful nonsense.
I am proud of you.
Wow. Yeah. So that's how I have put in years of work and education working orphanage, and not for once if anybody said, well done, baby girl. Well done, I see you.
Well done, baby girl. I see you.
Yes, we see her.
See me, Daddy?
I see you.
I
see you.
Yeah.
We see you.
I'll take it. Whatever compliment I can get, I'll take it. Right?
Well experienced.
Wow.
Oledo. You knew all this and never didn't try to tell me.
Well, it's okay. Everything is alright now. The good Lord Jesus Christ has won the battle. Everyone has been set free. It's okay. The Bible says that whoever the Son of Man sets free is free indeed.
But Reverend, what happens to all those innocent children at the orphanage?
Well, I suggest you turn it over to the government. But before then, I will organize a deliverance section for all the children there.
That sounds better. Huh. Innocent children. Just when my world was coming to an end before my eyes, I found a treasure that I had lost. That treasure is you, Esther. When you came back into my life, every darkness disappeared. I vow to cherish you now and forever. To keep you by my side for the rest of my life. My name will be written in the Guinness Book of Records as the luckiest man that ever lived. Because today I make you mine, and forever mine shall you be. Hey!
There has been a vacuum in my life. Although sometimes I try to deny it, nothing was able to fill it. But today, I look into your eyes and I realize how you fit perfectly in this vacuum. My soul has longed for you. And I thank God that I found you. How blessed I am to have my first love as my last love.
Give me your hands. By the power vested upon me as the true servants of the Lord Jesus Christ, I declare you man and wife. And what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. I bless this union in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
ChaCha, Obiago, kwenu.
You may kiss your bride.
Oh, congratulations.
I love the way you kiss. I love the way you kiss. I love the way you kiss, Daddy. I love the way you kiss. Oboduku kwenu. Yeah. Kwenu. Yeah. Kwenu.
Onyoma.